What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, Trey, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Friday, July 28th slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard to start us off.
And yes, I went 1-0 today. We swept the board, actually. And because the Cubs, they paid off for us, I took them over the 4.5 team total versus the Cardinals. And they cashed this very early in the game for us, actually in the third inning. And only 2 innings later than Bear projected. But the Cubs, they scored 5 innings on 7 hits and 2 walks through 3 innings. It was an impressive offensive show to watch. So shout out the Cubs.
Yeah, wild start to this game, but I'm glad we were on the right side. I had the Cubs, yes, runs first inning. I called the Cubs to score a run. They scored 3 in the first inning. So we get the win there. And I also have the Cubs on the money line. They're currently up 7-1 in the bottom of the 6th, so hopefully they hold out there. So looking for the 3-0 night as a team. Let's do it again tomorrow, Trey. Start us off with our plays.
Yes, I'm going to be attacking this Minnesota Twins at Kansas City Royals game. This game is going to be pretty fun for me to watch, mainly because the Twins are throwing out one of my favorite pitchers against one of the worst batting teams in baseball. And for that reason alone, give me the under 4.5 total runs in the first 5 innings. And I'm also going to be taking the Minnesota Twins minus 1.5 at plus 100 even money. And Minnesota, they're throwing out Sonny Gray in this game, and he's been electric for them all season long. He's pitched in 20 games this season, turned that to a 4-4 record with a 3.15 ERA, paired with a 1.29 WHIP. And he's getting an absolutely cupcake matchup here versus Kansas City, because here's how the Royals are ranked in major offensive categories. 25th in batting average with a 233 batting average, 29th in runs per game, only scoring 3.68 runs per game, 27th in hits per game, only getting 7.76 hits per game, and dead last in on-base percentage with a 293 on-base percentage this season. They've been absolutely brutal offensive unit, and it should continue in this game. In Kansas City, they're not looking to score runs, and Sonny Gray is going to make sure that continues here. So give me the under 4.5 total runs in the first 5 innings, and the Minnesota Twins minus 1.5 on the full game run line versus the Royals.
Yeah, Trey, I love those plays. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Chicago White Sox. And when I sent in the play to Trey that I was going to talk about the Guardians tonight, they had Noah Syndergaard as their projected starting pitcher. I was going to jump all over the Chicago White Sox because I've been against Noah Syndergaard early in the year. And from his last press conference, Noah Syndergaard is in a bad spot right now mentally. And because I have personal problems with the Chicago White Sox, my hands are tied here. So I'm just going to take the yes runs first inning in this game. And I'm going to love every single second of that first inning. You won't catch me watching any more of the game because I don't like either of these teams. But I'm hoping that at least one of them can put up a run in the first inning so we can cash this bet. The Guardians will be throwing out Xavier Curry, who has came out of the bullpen for most of the season, but over the last 3 games, he's gotten the start. He's not going to go deep in this game. He is a bullpen pitcher, and when he pitched in the first inning, he's been pretty good. But over his last 2 games, he's given up a couple runs in just 4 innings of work. The White Sox are going to be throwing out Touki Toussaint, who was manhandled against the New York Mets 2 starts ago where he gave up 5 earned runs. I really think that the White Sox are going to be the team that gets the run in this game. I have a certain player in mind who I'm going to give out on the website, so I can't give it out here. But take the yes runs first inning tomorrow in this game between these 2 teams. Trey, let's go over to our player prop. Start us off.
And yes, I went 0-1 because I gave out Matt Manning under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Angels. And this was Manning's worst start of the season easily, and I hate when that happens because he pitched in 5 innings, allowing 7 runs on 7 hits. It was definitely tough to watch.
Yeah, Trey, I'm going to go 1-0. I had Justin Steele under 2.5 earned runs. He gave up 1. It's now the end of the 6th. He has 95 pitches. I don't think they're going to send him back out there. So we're going to go 1-0 on player props. 1-1's the team. We're going to sweep the board today, though. Trey, start us off.
Yes, I'm going to be going with the NL MVP, Ronald Acuna Jr., over 1.5 total bases versus the Brewers. And there's a good reason why he is the NL MVP frontrunner, because he's played in 100 games so far this season, turned that to a 228 total bases. That's an average of 2.28 total bases per game, which is over this number. And whenever we factor in that Acuna is hitting 325 at home this season and hitting 329 against right-handed pitching, it just gives me a lot of confidence that he can get 2 base knocks in this game or a double or more in 1 at-bat. And whenever you look at his pitching matchup, it just makes me love this bet even more because the Braves, they're going up against Adrian Hauser in this game. And Hauser, he has not pitched all that great for the Brewers this season because he's pitched in 11 games, and he's turned that to a 3-2 record with a 3.86 ERA, paired with a below-average 1.51 WHIP. He's been allowing a ton of base runners this season, and it should continue in this game versus Acuna. because Hauser, he allows a 307 batting average versus right-handed batting, and Acuna, he could easily get a base knock versus Hauser in his first at-bat. Then we just need him to get one more throughout this game, which is easy money. So give me Ronald Acuna Jr. to go over 1.5 total bases versus the Brewers.
Yeah, Trey, I like it. For my batting prop today, I'm going to be looking at Julio Rodriguez to go over 1.5 bases against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Julio's been very good over the last 5 days, collecting 8 hits and at least 1 hit in all 5 of those games. He'll be getting a favorable matchup against Tommy Henry, who's been pitching for the Diamondbacks. He's coming in with a 4.01 ERA on the year. Tommy, over his last 2 starts, has given up 11 hits and 6 earned runs against Toronto Blue Jays and Cincinnati Reds, and I expect him to have a similar start today against the Seattle Mariners. Julio Rodriguez has the hot bat right now, and with the way Tommy has pitched over the last couple starts, this should be a no-sweat bet tomorrow for us. So give me Julio Rodriguez over 1.5 bases as my first play. Trey?
Yeah, so my pitching prop, I'm going to go with Brady Singer here, over 4.5 strikeouts versus the Twins. I didn't talk about Singer at all earlier in the game pick section, but I did pick the under 4.5 total runs in the first 5 innings. So I do believe that Singer's going to have a pretty good day here as well. And Singer, he's been actually pretty decent when pitching at home this season in his 12 home starts, because he's turned that to a 4-4 record with a 4.66 ERA paired with a 1.41 WHIP. That is at least a little bit better than his road splits. But more importantly for us, he averages 4.58 strikeouts per game whenever he's pitching at home, which is right at this number. But the reason why I think that Singer can get above his average here is because of the Minnesota Twins. And the Twins, they just love to strike out for some reason. They strike out the most times in the MLB, striking out an average of 10.33 times per game. That's just absurd. No other team is in double digits. Singer, he averages going 5 2/3 innings per home game this season, and that just makes me believe that he can easily get at least 5 strikeouts in this game. So give me Brady Singer to go over 4.5 strikeouts versus the Twins.
Yeah, Trey, for my pitching prop, I'm going to be looking at Joe Musgrove to go over 6.5 strikeouts against the Texas Rangers. This is a little bit more of a risky play because the Texas Rangers are 14th in the MLB at striking out, only striking out 8.49 times per game. But I have watched Joe over the last 4 starts since his 4th of July start against the Angels. The reason for that is earlier in the year, I was the #1 hater of Joe Musgrove, and all of a sudden he has turned his season around, going 6+ innings in 9 of his last 10 games, striking out 7+ in 6 of those 10 games as well. And I mentioned that I started on the 4th of July, and that was a very good game for him to start on because against the Angels, he struck out 11 batters. And since that game, he has struck out 7+ in 3 of his last 4 games. He is dialed in, and this is going to be a little bit more of a sweaty bet, but when he is on, his ball moves very well in the strike zone. He's going to be at home in this game where he's gone 5-1 on the season and has struck out 53 batters in 50 innings. If we get 6+ innings from him tonight, we should be able to cash this bet tomorrow night. So give me Joe Musgrove over 6.5 strikeouts as my last play of the night. Guys, that'll do it for MLB player props and game picks for Friday, July 28th slate games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our locks of the week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.